doing? My name is Eva and I channel God. And this video is a very, very important video because it's all about signs. Why it does not work for you to say, I have to rely on signs and follow them. Okay, I'm gonna really introduce God now as I channel God to come through me. And I really hope that you enjoy this because I feel so many times in my life, I thought, oh wow, I saw so many signs and synchronicities and I ended up in a situation that was very devastating and it was very confusing. Why would I end up in that situation that was so devastating if there were so many signs to go into it? Okay, so that's what we're going to get to the bottom of, and I allow God to come through me now. Okay, I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee and allow that to transform into channeling God. Okay, very important topic, and the most important thing to understand about this topic is that there is a lot of confusion, a lot of distortion that goes on in the spiritual world. And by the spiritual world, I mean spiritual teachers, I mean influencers, I mean people who are talking about spirituality but are not there yet when it comes to truly understanding spiritual what can I say, spiritual experiences. Okay, so you know, the first thing to say is there's a lot of people talking about spiritual things and they haven't got to a point where they're able to truly connect and connect the dots with what is really going on. So first of all, if you feel like you're very confused around this topic, please know it's not your fault. And this is really for you if you feel like you have a reliance on signs. Oh, I got to see a sign. I got to see a sign that's telling me I'm going in the right direction. So if you feel like you rely on that, I want you to not rely on it. Yeah, very important that you don't rely on that you don't feel like I'm giving my power away to signs. And we're going to go into signs. What do they mean? Why do they not work? Okay, because they don't work. They don't work if you're relying on signs. Okay, so when it comes to the world of duality, we have to understand, first of all, that there is a matrix. And if you are in the matrix, you want to get out of the matrix. Simple as that. If you're in the world of the matrix, you're gonna feel like you're not making the progress that you need to make because there's an agenda of beings that control people who are caught up in the matrix and they are not able to see as clearly as they would like. Yes, it's very easy if you're in the matrix to be manipulated and controlled, okay? So you really want to escape the matrix, and there's a video, if you've not seen it, what is the matrix and how to escape it. Please watch that, okay? So when you're in the matrix, the overarching energy, of course, is going to be darkness. Because not only is there duality of light and dark, but what has happened is there's been a manipulation of Earth. Okay, there's been a manipulation of Earth. And there's no getting around it, that when you're in duality, it's very much an impossible feat to be leading with light. Yeah, if you're leading with light, you're going to want to get out the matrix and become your eternal beingness. Okay, so if you're in the matrix, the overarching energy is always going to be darkness because you're always going to be finding that no matter how hard you try, you're going to be led into situations that are not right for you. And so if there's something within you, we always want to bring it back to you have the power here. Yeah, I never want you to give your power away. It doesn't matter how difficult it is that you're in a situation where you need to escape it. It doesn't matter. You always want the power. The power within you is what's going to bring you out of this matrix, okay? It's going to bring you out of the indoctrination, the conditioning that has been going on in this world, okay? So I want you to know that I do not create signs for you a lot of the time. Yeah, it doesn't mean you won't see them. You go out the matrix, you're going to see signs. You will. It's inevitable that you'll see signs and synchronicities. Yeah, but when you're in the matrix, I don't want you to rely on that. Yeah, when you're within yourself, you're going to feel, I'm within here. I don't need to look out there. So I have something within me that says I can't go within here. You're going to have that mirror back to you because darkness will always mirror back to you something within here. And the way it does that is that darkness and agenda will always manipulate you in the way that you're weakest. So if you're not within yourself, doing your inner work and only in here, and really you're saying, I need to see out here a sign, really it's your darkness that is being exploited, and you have to heal that. You have to heal whatever said to you, I gotta look out here for a sign that I'm on the right track. You have to mend that. You have to heal that. And you heal it by saying, that's not true. I can't possibly look out here for signs. I gotta look in here. Otherwise, I'm always going to be led by external influences. I'm always going to be led by something outside of here that informs me of what I need to do in here. Rather than I'm in here, and a natural consequence, as you finally leave the matrices, you'll see signs. Inevitable. You'll see signs, you'll see synchronicities, but those are just a natural consequence. You'll see the things that are external to you become eternal as you become eternal. Yeah, it just naturally, you're living in a different paradigm, a different world. You're always going to find that your outside is going to be amazing because your inside's amazing. Yeah, you're always going to have signs and synchronicities that everything's good all of the time. But if you're in duality and you're caught up in the matrix, you're going to find that if you look out here, that's not the right thing. Look in here. Always, even if you're out, you look in here. You're always in here doing the inner work. Okay? So a lot of the times you may see, oh, there's all these signs, there's all these numbers, and I'm just taking that to mean that I'm on the right track. And I want to tell you that if you're seeing a lot of those signs, there's a good chance that you're not on the right track. Yeah, that you need to shift something, okay? So it's normally, I don't want you to rely on a sign outside of yourself. I want you to go within here. It doesn't matter what's going on out there. Because if you're so concerned with how things are going out there, you're going to not be in here. And in here is where you're able to access your power. Okay? So you want to be looking for signs in here. Yeah, am I feeling off? Am I feeling good? Am I feeling great? You know, how do I feel? And again, to know I can't rely necessarily on those feelings. I have to be so tuned in to who I truly am. And that's where I'm going to be able to finally see the truth of everything. Very easy. The more you tune into who you truly are, the more you honor yourself, the more you're going to be able to understand yourself. Yeah? Because otherwise you're always being influenced. Even if you're in here and having an emotional difficulty, you're really just needing to tune into the real version of you that's going to help you to go to where you need to get to. And you're going to have a relationship with me. Yeah, you're going to have a relationship with God. No way can you do this without a relationship with God. And if you feel like that's not what you need, then this YouTube channel is not for you. Yeah, because this is all about having a relationship with me, okay? That's why we're doing this, okay? So no problem if that's not for you, then this channel's not for you, because it's all about that. It's all about that. It's all about that, okay? So that's because I want to teach you how do you become a supreme being that is able to inform your environment rather than your environment's informing you. So if you're saying, oh, well, I feel like I'm getting into a really good relationship, but I'm also looking out there for a sign that it's correct, I can guarantee you it's not the right relationship. You're looking for a sign it's the right relationship, it's not the right relationship. Okay, you're looking for a sign that this is the right path, it's not the right path. Guarantee it. Because you would never question that if you're on the right path. The right path feels like the right path. But occasionally, if you're really facing the right way and you're feeling, God, this is really hard because I'm getting resistance because I'm facing the right way, it's a different feeling. That feeling is, I want that so badly, and maybe I feel like I have to give up because it's not available to me, and maybe I need to regress in some way, but the idea of regressing makes me want to die, you know, it makes me want to kill myself. Then, you know, it just makes me so depressed. Then no, you really are facing the right way. You're just feeling that you have to have a lot of courage to continue on that path and maybe go through a little bit of matrix energy to come out the other end and say, I did it. Yeah, and then it gets very easy. Yeah, on the other side, it's very, very easy. On the other side, I mean, when you become really who you truly are as a spiritual being, everything's very easy, very eternal. Yeah, very good. Okay, so again, this is all about signs. They don't work. The main reason is that in darkness, in duality, which is led by a lot of darkness, very difficult for you to say, I'm going to shine my light as powerfully as I would like, because there's a lot of difficulty in darkness. Very, very hard. It's become so hard. And that's okay. I don't want that to diminish you. It's very much though, I'm going to be so focused in here. I'm not going to look out there for signs. Doesn't mean I'm not going to have my eyes wide open, you know. Doesn't mean I'm not going to see if something's not working for me. I'm going to see it, but I'm going to see it because I'm feeling in here it's not working for me. Yeah, I'm really listening in here more than anything. But I have my eyes wide open. You know, I most probably can see it's not working as well. If I open my eyes, I see, oh, this isn't working, or you know, it's not really what I want, or someone's playing up, or I'm playing up, right? So you don't want to be outside of yourself trying to fix it. You want to go back within here and fix yourself, because you're the problem. You're always the problem. You're always the issue. And that means you have power to fix it. But as soon as you say, I'm going to allow something outside of me to inform my decisions, you're going to get caught up. Yeah, because those signs don't stick. But once you're out of the matrix and you're fully incarnated as your spiritual self, which is the direction I want you to go in, and to become your spiritual self incarnated on planet Earth, right? You become someone else, and that person doesn't play by the same rules. It's a different game. In fact, there is no game, right? There is no game. So I wanted to talk about this topic because people misunderstand it so much, because they're controlled so much. Oh my God, I saw a sign. But let me tell you, it's not me. I'm not giving you signs outside of yourself. And when you are seeing signs, it's really important for you to keep going within. Doesn't matter what part of your journey you're on. Please don't rely on signs. Doesn't mean you don't have your eyes wide open to, oh, this is going in a better direction. But let me tell you, when you're in duality, the better direction is normally nothing. It's like a little, you know, we're in Halloween time, so in trick or treat, it's like a little bit of a treat and a lot of trick. Yeah, it's maybe you got like a very good reinforcement schedule of, I'm going to get a lot of bad things that I really don't want, and then maybe a glimpse of something far less greater than what I want, but like a little bit of that. Maybe, you know, maybe something made me a little bit of money and it's like nothing compared to what's available to me. But I allow that to really inform where I'm going. So again, if you're looking at like results, you want to have huge results. Yeah, if you're being breadcrumbed by the matrix, if you don't know what that means, is, you know, if you've ever been in a relationship where someone's giving you breadcrumbs, they're giving you like a little bit of attention, and then they're really ignoring you maybe for a long time, and then a little bit of attention, then they're ignoring you for a long time. It's very reinforcing. You know, it's the same reinforcement pattern that they use in gambling, where you win every so often. You don't know when you're going to win, but it's very reinforcing for you to do that. And that's exactly what signs are. Oh, here's a sign, go for it. But it's false light. So that's what signs are. They are put out by darkness, by matrix, by really bad intentions to help you to go along the wrong path, to reinforce you with such little reward. But the reward is a little glimpse of what is available to you. So it's very reinforcing, because it's a tiny fraction of something that you really want. So maybe you really want love. Maybe you really want the best relationship, but you're so attracted to someone who will give you a little bit of toxic love, because it's a glimpse of what you really genuinely want. And what you really want, it is a loving relationship, but you also want to find that from within. So I'm always going to tell you, if you're looking outside for that first and you don't have it from within here, then you're going to have problems. And in fact, you're never going to look outside of yourself for love. It's always going to be, I receive that fully from myself first and foremost, through my divine beingness, and then I'm just going to find that everyone's loving to me all of the time. I'm not going to try and find one particular person to give me all the love in the world. Yeah, it doesn't happen. You just have a loving relationship with everyone. Okay, so if I haven't emphasized this enough, what I really want to say is that signs do not work. Doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. If you're relying on something outside of yourself, like a sign, you're going to trip up. And I'm going to tell you that every time you see 1111 or you see 1234, you think, oh, it's ascension. I don't mind you thinking, oh, I got to ascend. I don't mind you thinking about oneness. I don't mind you thinking, oh, 555. Maybe things are speeding up. Maybe the angel's saying speed up. But I also want you to know it's not the angels and it's not God. Okay? What it is darkness. And so I ask you, do you really want to get your cues from that? Or do you want to say, you know what, I see that's just reflecting, mirroring back to me my weakness, that I go outside of myself for the answers too much. I go outside of myself for validation way too much. I have to go within here. And if I'm questioning if a path is right for me, then you already know your answer. You know, it's very easy, you know, to say, oh, I got to get a reading to know this. And I don't discourage that. You want to get a tarot reading with Eva to find out, is this person right for me? Is this job right for me? No worries, because there could be healing that's required there to go really deep into why you're questioning it and how to understand what's going on. I don't discourage it. But let me tell you that if you're saying, I got to get a reading to know, is this the right thing for me? Then you already know. You already know. So very much, you know, don't feel out of your power from this. Just take your power back. Really receive your power back and say, I'm going to honor myself more and more. Every time I see a sign outside of myself, I'm going to go back in here and know God doesn't give me signs like that. God will always tell me, go within here, because all the signs I give you are inside of you. And if you're feeling like you don't have a relationship with me, then you're going to be thrown off by the signs that come in. A lot of people misinterpret the signs I give because they're feeling separation. They're out of alignment. And so when you're out of alignment, very difficult for you to really receive me. I'm always there saying, hey, come over here where there's alignment. Come over here. This is where you need to be. And you may not hear me if you're over there feeling very separate. And you're saying, oh, I'm looking about me for signs. And, oh, where are the signs outside of me? I'm saying, no, go within and you're going to find your way back to me and back to yourself. And then we're going to have an experience of oneness. You don't need to look on your clock and see 1111. What you need to do is say, I'm looking at my clock seeing 1111. So there must be something reflecting back to me that I'm looking outside of myself for a feeling of oneness rather than I'm finding it within myself. So no doubt these signs are clues. That's why they always resonate. You know, a lot of the time they resonate because they are clues to something, but the clues are really mirroring back your darkness. And that's how they're able to radiate a feeling of resonance rather than they are true messages from the divine. Okay, so I hope that helps. I'd love to know how you feel about this video. And I wish you just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience within yourself and not outside of yourself. Okay, have a great day.